in stemming from the El Mirage Veterans Court that happened not too long ago, a little earlier this year.
Yeah.
The court is concerned that you are not learning from your actions, and that your actions of driving around without a license, on a suspended license, can pose safety risks to the community. As such, the court is going to be imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500, and I am going to be appointing counsel to represent you as to the bond issue only. So if you want to hire your own private counsel to represent you on the underlying issue, then you could do so at your own cost and expense. However, as to the bond issue, just in case you are not able to post bond before your next court date and you show up with the assistance of the Sheriff's Department, your next court date in the Peoria Municipal Court, I'm going to order that an attorney be there to argue the bond issue and as part of a release condition there as well. So with that said, there are additional release conditions that do apply should you be able to post your bond. I'm not going to go over those with you here today, but they're going to be included in the paperwork you're going to receive. Your next matter, number 10 on the calendar, that is a municipal court warrant from the El Mirage Municipal Court that I just talked about. It is for driving on a suspended license and a failure to appear, both as misdemeanor offenses. Your next court date is July 6th at 10 a.m., again in the El Mirage Municipal Court. Again, in this matter, the court is concerned about the fact that you are getting one driving on suspended license issue after the other. As such, the court is imposing a secured appearance bond on this matter as well in the amount of $500, and I am going to be appointing counsel as to the bond issue only. Again, you can hire private counsel to represent you in the underlying failure to appear and driving a suspended license charge. Should you be able to post a bond in this matter as well, there are additional release conditions that apply that I have not gone over with you here today, but they're going to be included in writing as to both cases in the paperwork you're about to receive. I can have you step to your left, please. Bradley Bryant to the podium, please. David Landabazo to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Bradley Bryant, September 17, 2002.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here today as a result of a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a felony offense. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on July 2nd. July 2nd at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 1, 3, and 5 of your probation, and as such, the court is going to be affirming a previously set bond in the amount of $250. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but they include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. If I can have you step to your left to get your paperwork of all your release conditions and all my orders, please. Thank you. David Landabazo to the podium, please, and Bobby Martinez to the chair next to the door.
How you doing, sir?
Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
David Jr. Landabazo, 8/20/1995.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here today as a result of a Maricopa County Superior Court probation violation matter for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on July 2nd at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. And as such, I'm going to be affirming a previously set secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that apply, including contacting your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. The other release conditions I'm not going to go over with you here today, but everything is going to be included in the paperwork that you're about to receive.
I just got one bond, or is it 2 bonds?
Right now, the only thing I'm showing is one case. So
the 250, because they were saying another bond that was trespassing, but it was the old case that was 500. I don't know where that comes from. I just came in for a violation, you know what I mean?
Oh, you may be seeing a different court for that, but I don't, from my end, you just have that one bond for 250 and I don't show any other holds. So if you're gonna see another judge, I'm sure the sheriff's department will, I'm sure it's the judge next door it's a different court altogether.
But it's not today though.
Bobby Martinez, please, to the podium. Antonio Ramos to the chair next to the door. Good morning, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Bobby Jovita Martinez, 10/5/1988.
Thank you very much. You are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Peoria Municipal Court for allegedly one count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a class 1 misdemeanor. As to that offense, the court did not find probable cause to exist. Therefore, I can't hold you on this count, and since that's the only count, I can't hold you, period. Typically for this offense, not typically, for this offense, and given the nature of the offense and the court that it's in, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire an attorney at your own cost and expense if you so wish. Now, just because I didn't find probable cause doesn't mean your case is dismissed. Additional evidence may surface moving forward, and for your case, for this matter to move forward, or they may just drop it altogether. But you have to show up to your next court date to find out if that's going to happen. Your next court date, again, as I said, is an arraignment hearing on July 14th at 9 a.m., July 14th at 9 a.m. in the Peoria Municipal Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, you're going to be released in your own recognizance. There are additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Antonio Ramos, please, to the podium. Nume Myers to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Good morning, Antonio Ramos, 12/23/1984.
Thank you very much, sir. You're here today as a result of a justice court warrant from the Encanto Justice Court. It's not a Superior Court warrant. It's a justice court warrant for one count of driving on a suspended license. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. As to that count, I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on July 16th. July 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Encanto Justice Court, the address of which is going to be in the paperwork you're about to receive. I'm looking at the warrant in this matter and the time, the charges and when the charges occurred and when the warrant was issued. These are all relatively new. This is a relatively new matter altogether from the time the charges were filed. I strongly believe that if you show up to your next court date, this whole matter could be handled in just one court date, and that's it.
I'm in the process
and you can handle it. So instead of putting a bond on you and have you sit here until you make your bond, I'm going to give you the benefit of that. I'm going to let you get to your court date on your own without the assistance of the sheriff's department here. And I'm going to release you on your own recognizance here today, as long as you promise to show up to court on July 16th.
I do. Also, they said something about tomorrow I have a court date.
That might be in a different matter with a different jurisdiction. It's not with the Superior Court. So it might be really literally next door. There are some other release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today. Everything's going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. So on my end, with this case, you're OR'd.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nume Myers, please, and Thomas Grambor to the chair next to the door. Good morning, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Nume Myers, 06/11/2005.
I pronounced your first name correctly.
Yes,
I'm very pleased.
Thank you.
I thought I would have to apologize for mispronouncing it. Ma'am, you are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Goodyear Municipal Court. It's a municipal court matter for allegedly one count of assault as a class 1 misdemeanor. As to that count, the court does find probable cause to exist. Given the nature of the offense and the jurisdiction that it's in, you are not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire an attorney on your own cost and expense if you so wish. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on July 15th. It's out a few weeks, July 15th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. As to the release conditions in this matter, the court has noted the fact that you have no felony priors or FTAs in this or any other court. As such, I am going to be releasing you today on your own recognizance. There are some other release conditions that apply, and they're very important. I'm going to go over some of them here with you here today. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. Given the fact that you and the alleged victim may be living together and the scene of the alleged crime may also be your residence, I'm going to order that you do not reside at the same location as the alleged victim. With that, I am going to order that you find an alternative residence to stay at and provide proof of that residence to the court. Because I am ordering you to find an alternative residence and I'm ordering that you not reside at the same location as this alleged victim, I'm also going to issue you one civil standby order. What that is that you contact local law enforcement in the city or town that you live in, make an appointment with them to meet with them at your current residence, wait for them to show up, and under their supervision and control, you will be allowed some time to take out your essential belongings from your current residence, move them to your alternative residence.
Okay.
The rest of your release conditions, I'm not going to go over with you here today, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Thomas Grambor, please, to the podium, and Angel Stevenson to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Thomas Edward Granborn, 9/22/74.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here today as a result of a justice court warrant from the University Lakes Justice Court. It is for a Class 1 misdemeanor false reporting. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on July 14th at 1:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. I'm sorry, in the University Lakes Justice Court, the address of which is you're going to be getting here shortly.
Okay.
I'm looking at the warrant that was issued on your behalf, and I do take notice of the fact that it's 2 years old. It's 2 years old, and yet the
I
allegation,
never knew about it.
and you never showed. That's why apparently you.
Yeah, I was on probation and everything, and they never told me about it either.
So with that said, with this kind of case, I think it's something that you can handle pretty readily if you show up to court on your own next time around, and don't let it go. Just address it, because it'll always keep catching up with you, and you're going to just keep coming back here, that kind of deal. With that said, I'm gonna release you today on your own recognizance.
Thank you.
And allow you to get there on your own without the assistance of the sheriff's department.
I appreciate
Just make
it.
sure you get to court. Do you promise that you'll get to?
Absolutely.
July 14th?
I'll get there.
All right. There are some additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but it's all going to be included in the paperwork that you're about to receive. So I can have you step to your left.
Thank you.
Angel Stevenson, please, to the podium. Anthony Pena, to the chair next to the door. Good morning, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Angel Stevenson, 12/29/1991.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, you are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly one count of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle as a class. It should say, well, let me see. Let me see if I can fix it. It should say it's a Class 5 felony instead of a Class 4 felony. I'm going to see if I can't fix that right now. I want you being charged with something that you didn't, that doesn't apply to you. So one count allegedly, of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle as a Class 5 felony, one count of obstruction by refusing to give your true name as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of driving unsuspended license also as a Class 1 misdemeanor. As to all three counts, the court does find the probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on July 13th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court notes the fact that you have no prior felony convictions. With that, the court is, and given the totality of the circumstances in your case, the court is going to be releasing you today on your own recognizance. There are some additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork that is reprinting and that you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left to get the paperwork. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anthony Pena, please to the podium. Jamar Cotton to the chair next to the door. Mr. Pena, good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Anthony Leo Pena, 10278.
Thank you very much, sir. You're here as a result of a new matter stemming from the West Mesa Justice Court for one count allegedly of reckless driving. As to that one count, the court does find probable cause to exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on July 14th. July 14th at 8:30 in the morning in the West Mesa Justice Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, given the totality of the circumstances, I am going to be releasing you today on your own recognizance.
Thank you, I
As
appreciate
long
it.
as you promise this court, you're going to appear.
Oh, yeah, I have no FTAs, I have none of that, so yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that, and that is what really.
And what happened was, I
Really
was on
drove
the
the
freeway and a guy pulled a gun on me, so I was just trying to get away from the situation, and unfortunately, I got caught, not him, so.
Make sure you mention all this to your attorney.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, and then he or she will be able to kind of direct your case from there. There are some additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Thank you all.
All right, Jamar Cotton, please, to the podium, and Francis Silva to the chair next to the door.
Hey, Judge.
Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Shamar Kine, 43090.
Thank you very much, sir. You're here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly one count of possession of dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony, one count of drug paraphernalia possession as a Class 6 felony, and one count of criminal trespass as a Class 3 misdemeanor. As to the two felony counts, the two drug-related counts, the court did not find probable cause to exist. As to the misdemeanor count, the trespassing, I did find probable cause to exist. With that said, I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on July 13th, followed by a preliminary hearing on July 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. Now, just because I didn't find probable cause as to the two felony counts doesn't mean those counts are dismissed. It just means that based on the evidence that I saw so far today, I couldn't find probable cause. You got to get to your next court date and they'll let you know whether those counts are truly going to be dismissed or whether some new evidence is going to manifest itself and those charges are going to move forward. Again, that new court date, your next court date is July 13th. Given the fact that you're here on the only count that's left is a misdemeanor offense. And let me just check one more thing. I think it's appropriate at this time to release you on your own recognizance today. There are some additional release conditions that apply. You can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime.
Yes, sir.
And you can't have any contact with the alleged victims. The rest of your release conditions, I'm not going to go over with you here today. They're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, and Francis Silva to the chair next to the door. Morning, Mr. Silva. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Francis Clifford Silva IV, December 8, 1998.
All right, sir, you are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Hassayampa Justice Court. The Justice Court matter for allegedly one count of driving on a suspended license is a class 1 misdemeanor. As to that count, the court does find probable cause to exist. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on July 15th at 9 a.m. in the Hassayampa Justice Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, I don't see anything else in your past that I've noticed. And I'm going to be releasing you today on your own recognizance, as long as you promise this court that you're going to show up on the 15th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, with that, and I think this matter could be readily taken care of at that point as well. With that, there are some additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left.
Okay.
Somebody in the gallery will give you your paperwork. All right, there are 2 remaining matters on the calendar, both of which are going to be house calls. The first is number 19, Jonathan Pachuli. Mr. Pachuli is here on as a result of a Maricopa County Superior Court probation violation warrant for a class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. I will advise him that his next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on July 2nd at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. I will also advise him that it is alleged that he has violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of his probation, and that I am inclined to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. I will also advise him that there are other release conditions that apply to his release should he be able to post that bond, including contacting his probation officer within 72 hours of his release. All of his release conditions, as well as all my orders, will be provided to Mr. Pachuli in writing. And finally, number 1 on the calendar, Cassandra Yellowhorse. Ms. Yellowhorse is here as a result of the municipal court warrant from the Peoria Municipal Court for 1 count of consuming alcohol in public as a class 2 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal trespass as a class 3 misdemeanor. I am going to order appointing counsel to represent her, to be present with her, for her at her next hearing date, but only as to the bond issue in her case, not the underlying charges in her case. The bond amount that I am inclined to impose is a $750 bond. And that is given because of the fact that this is a pre-adjudication warrant and the age of the case is almost over 4 years old. I will also advise Ms. Yellowhorse that there are other release conditions that apply should she be able to post her bond, all of which are going to be provided to her in writing. Should my inclination change after I meet with these folks and finish meeting with Mr. Williams about his matter, number 13 on the calendar, I will, that change will be reflected in a separate writing, as I will not come back on the record on this for this calendar. With that, we are adjourned as to the 11 o'clock calendar. Thank you.
Please be seated. Good morning. This is the 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for June 28th, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your release conditions are, and any bond amount required. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility to review, but I may point out a few depending on your case. The 4 main release conditions include: do not contact the arresting officer, do not have drugs without a valid prescription, do not drive without a valid license, and keep the court updated with your address. You are all here today on criminal cases, which means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded and broadcast live. There may be victims watching the hearing, so I will read the victim rights advisement and then begin with your hearings. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin with the hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When it is your turn, please come into the room, stand at the podium, and speak into the microphone. Ms. Angelina Talabas, please come to the podium. After that will be Jacob Combs. Please say your name and date of birth.
Angelina Talabas, 6/27/05.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case. It is alleged you may have committed disorderly conduct and assault. These are both alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing will be at the Peoria Municipal Court on July 14th at 9 a.m. You are going to be released on your promise to go to the hearing, so make sure that you do go or they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. You'll see on your paperwork it says Maricopa County Public Defender's Office. That's not your attorney. Peoria will let you know who your attorney is. Okay. Don't go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. And this is very important because if you were to continue to have victim contact, it might result in additional felony allegations. And then you'd be in Superior Court instead of Peoria.
Okay.
So make sure you obey any order of protection that might be issued against you. And then I did notice that you have a child in common with the alleged victim. So you'll have to go through a third party in order to still have parenting time. So just no direct contact. Go through a third party, maybe the parent or someone else, that you can still have your parenting time.
Okay.
All right. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Thank you. Jacob Combs, please come to the podium. Cedric Johnson, you'll be next. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jacob Combs, 6/16/95.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You're here today because of a new case alleging forgery as a Class 4 felony, fraudulent schemes, which is a Class 4 felony, and then theft as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on July 13th, 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released under pretrial services in a few hours. So once you are released, make sure you give them a call. Their phone number's on your paperwork. They are going to supervise your release until your next hearing date. If you fail to appear at your hearing, they may issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Cedric Johnson, please come to the podium. Please say your name and date of birth.
Cedric Johnson, May 15, 1992.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a really old warrant from 2019 out of Peoria. So when you were arrested and they ran your name, they saw this old warrant that's still outstanding. So you are going to be released in a few hours on your promise to go get this taken care of.
Okay.
You do have a hearing date. It's at Peoria Municipal Court, July 14th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not appointing counsel for you because it's a failure to pay misdemeanor. So you can hire counsel or represent yourself. I've also given you Peoria's phone number on your paperwork. You can call them because once you're released from here in a few hours, that warrant's still outstanding. So if you have any law enforcement contact, you'll end up back here again. So call Peoria, figure this out, whether you need to make a payment plan or they need to resolve it some other way. But this warrant's outstanding until you get in touch with Peoria.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
This was our final matter for the 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar. The court now stands in recess until 5 a.m. Please be seated. Good morning. This is the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for June 28, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you're eligible for release, what your release conditions are, and any bond amount required. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility to review, but I may point out a few depending on your case. There are 4 main release conditions that all of you do have, which are: do not contact the arresting officer, do not take drugs without a valid prescription, do not drive without a valid license, and keep the court updated with your address. You are all here today on criminal matters, which means you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded. It is also being broadcast live. I will ask you for your name and your date of birth. There may be victims watching the live stream this morning, so I will read the victim rights advisement, and then we'll begin with your hearing. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin with your hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When it is your turn, please come stand at the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I will call a second person's name to have a seat in those chairs right there by the door so that we can move quickly. Once in a while, I may need to pause the hearings to handle a warrant. Please remain seated in that seat right there by the door until you're called into the hearing room. Also, take a minute while you're sitting there waiting for your name to get yourself ready to be on camera. I know it's cold, so some of you are tucked away, so take that time to take off your hat, take your arms out of your shirt, make sure you look like you want to when you come out and you are on camera. At the end of your hearing, you will be provided with some paperwork. It has all the information that I'm about to share with you: the date, time, location of your next hearing, your attorney's phone number if one's appointed for you, your bond amount, and those release conditions that you need to review. Those are court orders. You need to hold on to that paperwork and review it carefully. Great. Okay, so we will take them in order, but I will ask, Mr. Califano, do you need to speak with your client? Did you need to speak with your client prior to the hearing?
If I can, Judge, I'd like that. Can you hear me okay?
I can. I'm not sure how we facilitate that. Do you have like a room he can talk to him in with iPad? Oh, I'm getting negative response. Okay.
No, it's we can't do it, Judge, and I'm prepared to go forward.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I did not know whether that was an option. I had never received that request. Okay. All right. So we will get to your matter in turn. I believe yours might be number 4.
Okay, I'll mute myself then, Judge.
Thank you. All right, so we'll begin with Tristan Eggleston. Please come to the podium. After that is Gentry Pashano. Have a seat by the door, please.
Hello, Judge.
Hello, please say your name and date of birth.
Tristan Eggleston, 04/16/1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case, and it is alleged that you may have committed aggravated assault, domestic violence, impeding breathing, which is a Class 4 felony, as well as disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor. Based on the law enforcement's report, this court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on July 6th, 8:30 in the morning. Under Arizona law, you are still eligible for release, and it's under a $50,000 secured appearance bond with an electronic monitoring device. If you're able to post that bond, some of your release conditions include not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainant. I do understand that's your residence, sir, and so one civil standby has also been ordered, which means that you are allowed to call local law enforcement to have them escort you to pick up your necessary things like medication, identification, clothing. They will not resolve property disputes, but they will assist you to get in and out lawfully. Also, I do understand that you have a child in common with the alleged victim, and because you're ordered to have an alternative residence and no contact with the alleged victim, you may use a third party in order to arrange parenting time with your child. So all of this is written out on your paperwork. If you're not able to post the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. The next judge may change any and all of these orders. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Gentry Pashano, please come to the podium. Joshua Lopez, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Gentry Pashano, 11/30/1988.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case alleging robbery as a Class 4 felony and then aggravated domestic violence as a Class 5 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on July 6th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It is a $25,000 secured appearance bond with an electronic monitoring device. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants, and obey any order of protection that is issued against you. Also, no weapons or simulated weapons. If you can't post your bond, you will stay in custody and you'll be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Joshua Lopez, please come to the podium. Carissa Pulaski, have a seat by the door, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joshua Lopez, 13190.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case alleging aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That is a Class 3 felony. Disorderly conduct with a deadly weapon is a Class 6 felony. And then threatening or intimidation as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on July 6th, 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It is a $15,000 secured appearance bond with pretrial supervision. What that means?
Did you say, I'm sorry, did you say?
15,000. So if you're able to post it, call pretrial services, stay in contact with them until you go to your next hearing. You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. And if an order of protection is issued and served upon you, you must follow that court order. Review your release conditions carefully if you're able to post bond.
Okay.
All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Carissa Pulaski, please come to the podium, and then Daniel Galvanani, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Carissa Pulaski, August 10th, 1989.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today because of a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3, 4, 5, 7, and 15. In your APETS notes, it indicates that you have been testing frequently, but you were non-compliant with your required inpatient treatment, so a warrant was issued for your arrest. So you have an attorney appointed for you. Your next hearing is July 2nd, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. Your bond is set at $5,000 secured. If you're able to post your bond, ma'am, make sure you call your probation officer and go to your next hearing. If you cannot, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Thank you. Daniel Galvanani, please come to the podium. Manuel Lucero, have a seat by the door, please. Okay, and before you say anything, sir, there is an attorney on our screen, not on your screen, but he has appeared virtually, Chris Califano. So is it your intention for him to represent you? Okay, thank you. All right, please announce. Oh, you're still muted, sir.
No, sorry.
My name, Dan Gill.
Mr. Gal, gentleman, and for
Okay, well, let's try that again. There's something going on with your speaker. It says you're not using Teams with something. Let's try again.
Chris Cal, half of the defendant.
Okay, I understood what you said. You had your name and you said you're here for the defendant, Daniel Galvanani. All right, so I understand you got the information a little late, so I am just going to go ahead and read that, and then I'll ask you if you plan to make arguments on probable cause and release conditions. So the allegations here today is one count of witness tampering, withholding testimony, Class 6 felony. That is ARS 13-2804A1. And then disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor, and that is ARS 13-2904A3. Okay, go ahead, sir.
We'd ask the court not find probable cause on either based on the affidavit. And if the court disagrees with me, I'd ask the court to really review the elements of these alleged crimes and then set a bond of that put him on his own recognizance, release him on his own recognizance, or the lease owner's form of release, specifically pretrial services. And I don't think any bond is appropriate whatsoever, and I disagree with the state vehemently on these charges, and let me explain why. The allegations in that Form 4 say that my client went up to someone he thought might have been the victim. It turns out it was the victim, and threatened to sue them and cause them bankruptcy. That might be really bad behavior and poor form, but it's not witness tampering. The elements of witness tampering are that directing someone to withhold testimony or testify falsely or absent themselves from the proceedings. There's no PC there. I mean, saying you're going to sue someone, maybe being a real bad neighbor and maybe other things, but it's not witness tampering. Similarly, disorderly conduct. Went through those elements. The only thing that comes close is acting seriously disruptive. seriously disruptive behavior. And I wouldn't say it's knowingly being seriously disruptive to tell someone you're going to sue them and cause them bankruptcy and cause them to spend a lot of money. Lawyers do that to each other all the time. You know, that's part of your First Amendment rights to speak freely and threaten to sue someone. It's not threatening them with violence, it's threatening them with legal action. As for the release conditions, if the court disagrees with me, the gentleman's got no felony histories, he's probation eligible on both these offenses. When he knows that he's not going to contact her, this happened a couple of weeks ago, allegedly, and he's not going to have any contact with that victim. So I don't think there's any fear for the community either.
Okay, and do you have any information about ties to the community? Because that was something in the Form 4 that caused concern.
Judge, regarding ties to the community, he's married. He's got an adult child, or he's got a high school child who's a basketball standout. This gentleman that is in front of you is a well-known businessman in the community. And so Judge, there's no chance that he's going to not come to court. I don't know of any failures to appear he's ever had in his life. So I think there are significant ties to the community. I don't think any release condition should be imposed whatsoever. I don't know how the court can find PC on either of these charges. But if the court disagrees, I think the only option is OR release or pretrial services.
Okay, thank you, counsel, for your argument. Okay. Okay, thank you. I just went back and reviewed the Form 4 again, and I was also looking at the elements of the statute again too. And they are, as you said, however, I do find that there is probable cause. It's a very, very low threshold. This does not mean that you have been sentenced. That is up to the next hearing officer. You are still presumed innocent, but there is just enough to think that what you said or did may have caused this witness to want to absent herself from the future proceedings. And so I am going to find probable cause. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on July 13th at 8:30 in the morning. You will be released under what's called pretrial services. So what that means is in a few hours when you are released, you need to give them a call when you're released, and they will supervise your release until your next hearing on July 13th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. If an injunction against harassment is issued and served upon you, be sure to comply with that court order. Do not have any contact with the alleged complainant or witness. All of this information will be emailed to you as well, Mr. Califano, so that you can review it with your client if you decide to continue with this case.
Thank you. Dan, do you have my cell phone?
Yeah, I'll call you later.
Okay.
I can take jail calls, Dan.
Okay.
Don't talk to anybody else about this. I'll only talk to your attorneys on the phone, Dan.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your attendance here today. All right. They'll give you your paperwork in just a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you want me to leave?
Right. Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you, sir. Manuel Lucero, please come to the podium. And then Dante Greenlaw, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Manuel Lucero, May 14th, 2003.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case alleging aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon as a felony. assault causing fear of physical injury as a misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on July 6th at 8:30 in the morning. Your bond is set at $5,000 with an electronic monitoring device. So if you're able to post your bond, make sure you explain to pretrial services about any work commitments or obligations that you have. You are not to initiate any contact with the alleged victim. You are also not to have any weapons or any simulated weapons while this case is pending. If an order of protection is served on you, be sure to comply with that court order. If you're not able to post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Dante Greenlaw, please come to the podium. Elijah Sampson, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Dante Greenlaw, 8/15/1975.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging narcotic drugs in your possession as a Class 4 felony and drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is July 6th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. You have a $2,500 secured appearance bond with pretrial services if you're able to post the bond. If you cannot post the bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Thank you. Elijah Sampson, please come to the podium. Julio Lozada, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Elijah Sampson, age 17/2003.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new municipal court case alleging that you disobeyed an order of the court and criminal damage. These are both alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you because it appears that it is a domestic violence case. It's going to print out that it says Maricopa County Public Defender. That is not your attorney, so don't call them. Surprise Municipal Court will give you an attorney when you go, but that information is not printed on your paperwork, just so you know. So your next hearing is July 7th, 1:30 in the afternoon at Surprise Municipal Court. You have a $1,500 bond. If you are able to post your bond, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Do not possess weapons, do not leave the state, and you must obey any order of protection that is served on you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Julio Lozado, please come to the podium. Daniel Bagley, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Julio Lozada, April 10, 2002.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. It looks like they're both probation violation warrants. They're alleging that you didn't go to your probation revocation hearing. So you already have attorneys in your cases. Now you have a new hearing date, July 2nd, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. They each carried bond. It was $250 on each of them, so it's $500 total. If you're able to post your bond, call your probation officer, go to your hearing. If you're not able to post your bond, you'll stay in custody and you'll be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Daniel Bagley, please come to the podium. Robert Zachary, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Daniel Richard Bagley, May 27, 1965.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3, 5, and 15, and that your whereabouts have been unknown since last December. So a warrant was issued for your arrest. You have an attorney appointed now. Your next hearing is July 2nd, 8:30 in the morning. You have a $500 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post it, call your probation officer and go to your hearing on the 2nd. If not, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Then we are going to pause for just one moment while I handle a warrant. Are you ready to pray? It's fair or affirmative information you want to Well, I'm having some of this and the child is order right now, and I'm going to say, put the full name of the board. I am legal query for the things that so that it's correctly should where or where the updated. Okay. Okay, we will resume with Mr. Robert Zachary. Please come to the podium, and then Jose Vargas, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Zachary Tidwell, 4/15/94.
Thank you. And so your name is Zachary Tidwell, and they have your name in here as Robert Dale Tidwell Zachary. Do you
Yeah.
also go by that name?
No, that's my middle name.
Okay. So your last name
Tidwell.
is Tidwell. And your first name is
Zachary.
and then your middle names are Robert Dale?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you are here today on a new case. It's alleged that you had dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony. Narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony. Drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. And then you who are driving under the influence of a metabolite as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on July 13th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released in a few hours under pretrial services with random illegal drug and alcohol testing. Make sure you go to your testing. So once you're released, call pretrial services. They will keep track of you and give you your testing opportunities to show the next court you can remain sober.
Yeah.
All right, all this is information is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork. So. All right, and we'll go ahead with Jose Vargas. Please come to the podium. Andrew Stout, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jose Vargas, 2/25/1990.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new municipal court case alleging shoplifting as a misdemeanor. No counsel has been appointed for you due to the nature of the allegation. You can hire an attorney or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Goodyear Municipal Court on July 15th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You are going to be released on your promise to go to that hearing and also not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. Do not leave the state while this case is pending. Please take your paperwork, sir. Andrew Stout, please come to the podium. Kyle Cole, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Andrew Stout, 9/9/92.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging you had dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony. Also drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. And then resisting arrest, failing to obey the police, and criminal trespass are all alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on July 13th, 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released on your promise to go to that hearing. Make sure you go to the hearing or they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Kyle Cole, please come to the podium. Nadia Hunter, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Kyle Cole, March 19, 2008.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new justice court case alleging criminal damage and assault as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney for you because it does appear to be a domestic violence issue. Your next hearing is at Hassayampa Justice Court on July 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning. You are going to be released on your promise to go to the hearing and to follow the release conditions. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. You may not reside at the same location, so a civil standby is ordered, which means you may call local law enforcement. They will go with you to pick up necessary things like medication, identification, clothing. They will not resolve property disputes. Also, if an order of protection is issued on you, served and issued on you, then you must obey that court order. And I just want to emphasize that if you were to violate these no victim contact orders, it might result in felony allegations, and you would be back here seeing me for a felony matter in Superior Court. All right, please take your paperwork, sir. Nadia Hunter, please come to the podium. Christian Wall, have a seat by the door, please. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nadia Hunter, 10/19/99.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on two matters. They're both municipal court cases. They've kind of split it up. I'm not sure why. One of them is criminal damage, and then the other one is the assault allegation. They're both alleged as misdemeanors. This court is appointing attorneys for you for both because they both appear to be part of the same incident. It was a domestic violence matter.
Okay.
Your next hearing is at Buckeye Municipal Court on July 14th. That's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And you are going to be released on your promise to go to the hearing and follow the release conditions.
Okay.
For you, ma'am, you must obey any order of protection that might be issued against you, but the court doesn't make any victim contact orders.
Okay.
So that is up to you and the victim. If they decide to pursue an order of protection and get that served on you, be sure to comply with that.
Okay.
All right. Please take your.
Am I able to ask a question?
Yes, you may.
So I'm not allowed to go back to the house, right?
That's not part of the court orders.
Oh, okay.
Read your court orders carefully.
Okay, thank you.
Christian Wall, please come to the podium. Corey Starkey, have a seat by the door, please. Oh, Corey Starkey. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christian Wall, January 12th, 1965.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It is alleging that you violated term 3, that you've been reinstated, and that you did not do something that's required by your probation. You need to register as required by law. Are they all left? Okay. It's alleged that you didn't register as a sex offender, and so you have to do that. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting picked up and brought back here. So I've appointed an attorney for you. You have a hearing date on July 2nd. That's at 8:30 in the morning. You do have a $500 bond. If you're able to post it, call your probation officer within 72 hours. Call your attorney. Find out what you need to do. Make sure you go to your hearing on July 2nd so you can be in compliance. All right. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we do have 2 house calls this morning. One person is Corey Starkey. They're being disruptive. They have a new case, date of birth 8/26/89. It's alleged aggravated domestic violence as a class 5 felony, and then as misdemeanors, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, and assault. This court did find probable cause, appointed an attorney, and your next hearing is July 6th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. They do have a $5,000 bond with pretrial services supervision and standard conditions for someone who has maybe committed domestic violence. So no returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. They may not reside there, but they do have a civil standby permitted. Also, they must obey any order of protection that is served on them. The next person is Jeremy Rose, who is still intoxicated, date of birth 8/10/1993, here on a new case alleging resisting arrest with physical injury, class 6 felony, and criminal trespass as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause, appointed an attorney, and their next hearing is July 13th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. They are going to be released under the supervision of their probation officer. So they do need to call them within 72 hours and not return to the scene of the alleged crime. And then their second matter is that probation violation term 1 because of the new allegations. So an attorney has been appointed. They have a sooner hearing date, July 2nd, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. Again, they are going to be released under their probation officer's supervision. So it is not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they'll be reflected in the written orders. At this time, the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar stands in recess until a.m.
His mother was reached and did verify employment and housing. Involving the probation hold purposes. I'll order that Mr. Fitzpatrick shall be under the supervision and monitoring of pretrial services if bond is posted. And I'll schedule a steps court hearing for July the 7th at 9 a.m. with the preliminary hearing follow on the following day on the 8th. On the city court matter that I mentioned, I'm going to set a non-transport review hearing for July the 17th at 9 a.m. and appoint the city public defender's office to represent Mr. Fitzpatrick. I'm not going to hold him on this matter since he's already being held on the other. Simply, I will order that he shall not have any contact with any alleged victim, return to the incident location, and shall not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. So, Mr. Fitzpatrick, given your circumstances, you're going to stay in custody. You will have attorneys representing you on this matter as well as your separate probation matter and in the city court. So a lot of people are going to be helping you. On the 7th, you're going to appear in front of Judge Hotchkiss in steps court. If you successfully complete that program, this charge, the one I just mentioned, the felony drug charge, can be dismissed. So you want to participate fully, graduate from that program so that you won't have to answer this further. Otherwise, you'll again be seen on the 7th, and if not, the following day there'll be another hearing. You'll have attorneys representing you on all these matters. Like I said, please cooperate with all of them and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Damn near.
Yeah.
Come on backward. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Israel Gill, date of birth, 1999, August 15th.
Thank you, Mr. Gill. You are being seen here this morning on a charge of aggravated assault, allegedly occurring, on the 26th. Remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right to your left is going to be representing you in this hearing, so please talk with her if you have any questions or concerns. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I reviewed the interim complaint pretrial services report, the state's recommendation. I'll note that Mr. Gill does not have any other matters pending. He was rated a 2 and a 3 on the NCA and FDA scales. A third party couldn't be reached to verify housing or employment. I do see he did mention he is a resident for the last 17 years and is currently unemployed. There wasn't any felony criminal history as noted. And the state's recommendation was for pretrial services release. Is there anything else to add from the state?
No, thank you, sir.
Attorney for the city.
Sorry.
No, Your
I'm a prosecutor, Mr. Gill, don't worry. And so there's nothing else from you, Mr. Wilbert?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
We'd be asking for release to the supervision of pretrial services.
And that is what I'll order. So, Mr. Gill, you're going to be released to pretrial services supervision. This is basically, I'm going to give you an opportunity to resolve this without having to stay in jail. The way you're going to do that is by calling them tomorrow morning, along with your attorneys, staying in contact with them and abiding by the following conditions. First, you will not possess any firearms or weapons, and you will surrender any firearms you may have in your possession to law enforcement within 48 hours. Second, more importantly, you will have no contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to wherever they work or live. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Lastly, you are going to attend a preliminary hearing on July the 20th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Now, that hearing may shift based on decisions made by the state. So very important that tomorrow you contact pretrial services and your attorneys, and you stay in contact with both of them so that you know exactly when your next hearing is going to occur. Do you understand?
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay. And that's all I have for you, Mr. Gill.
Thank you.
Cooperate with your attorneys and good luck.
Thank you.
Nunez.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Alexis Orlando Nunez Monson, 10/28/97.
Mr. Nunez Montes, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here on charges of, well, first you have a warrant that was issued in the Sierra Vista Justice Court, East County. This relates to charges of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and misdemeanor DUI. This is from March of 2025. Requested bond amount there is $5,000. You also have a pending city court case involving shoplifting, possession of drug paraphernalia, and false reporting to law enforcement and failing to appear. Just reminding you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Let's see, you also have you also appear to be pending on a separate Nogales case, though that's not in front of me this morning.
Well, they actually released me.
Hang on again. I don't want you to say anything that might get you in trouble. The only thing I'm seeing you on here today or this morning is the warrant from Sierra Vista and the city court case. So in those matters, on the city court matter, I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And I'm going to schedule a non-transport review hearing for you for July 17th at 9 a.m. That'll be in front of Judge Bond at the city court. So you'll have an attorney representing you in that matter. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you will not return to any incident location. So you're not to go back wherever these alleged shopliftings occurred. On the warrant, couldn't have any comment on Mr. Nunez Montez's behalf.
Judge, it looks like, according to Correctional Services report, that the charge was dismissed and then refiled.
It was.
You probably didn't realize that there was a warrant because you probably didn't get that information.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to give the Sierra Vista Justice Court an opportunity to arrange to transport you. So I'm going to honor the bond as requested, and that's $5,000 secured. I'm going to order that they shall have 72 hours to transport you. The demand jurisdiction rather shall have 24 hours to make arrangements to take you into custody. And if they do not take you into custody within 72 hours, I'm going to amend your conditions to release you from custody on your own recognizance, and it's going to be up to you to make arrangements to be seen down in Sierra Vista.
Yeah.
Case that I'm going to set a review hearing for you on July the 28th at 9 a.m. just to make sure this thing doesn't fall through the cracks. But otherwise, they'll have the next few days to transport you or arrange for you to be seen telephonically or by video. But that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, we already dealt with your city court matter. So that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. You're excused.
Hey, good.
Evie? Evie?
Not gonna. I'll give them the opportunity to do it, but I'm not gonna because of the. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Manuel Morris, Evie Jr., 12/30/1964.
All right, Mr. Peavy. Being seen here this morning on charges of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and interfering with a judicial proceeding. You also have a separate misdemeanor case in the Tucson City Court involving threats and intimidation, interfering with a judicial proceeding, and disorderly conduct. To remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and on the felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. And advise that the attorney seated right to your left is going to be representing you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please talk with her before saying anything out loud. Do you understand? Thank you. All right, I reviewed the interim complaint and the state's recommendation, as well as the pretrial services report. Mr. Peavy doesn't have any of the matters pending that I haven't already discussed. He was rated a 3 and a 3 on the NCA and FTA scales and was deep substantive and eligible. Third party, there wasn't a third party reference that could be provided. I did see evidence of 6 prior felony convictions, at least one of which was out of state, ranging from 1985 to 1999. State's recommendation was for $1,500 bond plus pretrial services supervision and a steps court evaluation. Is there anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, we asked for release to supervision of pretrial services to set a steps hearing, and if we release him to, we would waive the prelim. Judge, he also has 2 dogs at home that, and there's no one there to take care of them.
Sorry, I'm just double checking here at the dates of this incident for June the 27th. The repeated issues with interfering with judicial proceeding, they have some concerns about potentially following conditions of releases without additional conditions being placed. So I am going to impose a bond of $1,000. That'll be cash or secured. And I'm going to order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I will schedule a steps court hearing for July the 7th, which will be followed by a preliminary hearing the following day. In case it doesn't end successfully, at least on the drug charges. As condition of release, Mr. Peavy, if you do post the bond, I'm going to place you under the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to order that you have absolutely no contact with the alleged victim, to include going to wherever they work or live. On the misdemeanor matter, appears to be the same victim as alleged. So I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on that matter. and schedule a non-transport review hearing for you for July the 17th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Maldonado. I'll release you on this matter since you're already being held on the other. So if you do post the bond or are released on the felony, it's going to be on you to contact pretrial services, as well as your attorneys at the county attorney's office and at the Tucson City Public Defender's office. Lastly, on your misdemeanor matter, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. Advise you that you have the right to be presumed innocent and to have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt. You have the right to attend all hearings in your case, to include a trial where you would again be presumed innocent, and you would have the right to challenge the state's evidence, present evidence on your own behalf, or remain silent, in which case that would not be held against you. However, if you fail to attend any hearing in your case, to include a trial, it could proceed in your absence, new charges could be filed against you, or a warrant could issue for your arrest. Additionally, if you're found guilty at a trial but you cannot be sentenced within 90 days because of your absence, then you could lose the right to appeal any conviction, and you're stuck with whatever punishment is imposed. You understand all of that, sir? All right, sir. Well, that's all I have for you. Please cooperate with your attorneys and good luck.
Okay, well, you're gonna get more paperwork too. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Romo,
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and birth?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Nubia Romo, and my birthday is 09/22/1980.
All right. Miss Romo, good morning. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning on two different out-of-county warrants. One is from Maricopa County Superior Court. And the other is from the Cochise County Justice Court down in Douglas. I believe they both relate to charges of driving under the influence. Both appear to be post-adjudication of probation warrants. Just remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Just going to take a look here at the warrants themselves. All right. Looks like Maricopa County is requesting a $10,000 warrant. I'm sorry, $11,377. Yeah. And your other warrant is for $1,377. Oh, my apologies. Your felony matter does not involve DUI. That's the Justice Court matter in East County. Your felony matter in Maricopa County relates to fraud schemes, making false statements to obtain benefits, and theft from 2020. And this warrant appears to stem from June of 2023.
Anybody?
Sorry, thank you. Sorry, ma'am. Defense, any comment or on this matter?
No, Your Honor,
Thank you.
don't have the ones.
Okay. I'm given all the things going on here. I'm going to honor the bond as requested in the Douglas County case. I'm sorry, the Cochise County case down in Douglas. I'll impose the bond, $10,000 cash is secured. And I'm going to set a review hearing for you for July the 28th at 9 a.m. That is just to ensure that you are not falling through the cracks. We will notify Cochise County and give them an opportunity to have you transported or seen virtually or by telephone.
Okay, quick question. I don't understand what you just said. So I can post bail or a bond?
Yes, if you post a bond, then you will be released, and it's going to be up to you to go down to the justice court to answer to these. But I'm going to
Okay.
schedule a review hearing just in case you don't post bond. So that way we don't have you sitting in jail indefinitely. So if
Okay.
you do post a bond, then you'll be released. It'll be up to you at that point to call the court and schedule a hearing or get a court date scheduled so that you can appear and resolve this matter and hopefully get your money back from the bond. But just in case you don't post a bond, I'm going to have this review hearing set so that we can keep an eye on this case and make sure that some action is being taken, okay?
Okay. So my other question is, they don't let us use the phone where I'm at right now. How will I get able to speak to somebody to get my bond fixed or to pay it?
If you need assistance with posting bond, jail staff can provide you instructions on how to do that.
No, they don't let, I haven't been able to use the phone is my thing. Since I went to the other side.
Well, I'm not sure you mean by that, but I'll tell you that the jail staff will provide you with information on how to post the bond that I'm setting for you right now. So if you need instructions or information about that, then they will provide you with all the information you'll need to do that, okay?
I just need a phone. Yeah, I can get it done. That's all I need. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
On the secondary matter in the Douglas, I'm imposing a $2,500 cash secured bond. And I'm going to schedule a review hearing, or I'm sorry, case management conference for July the 9th at 9:30. So you will have a firm court date in that case. Again, that's July the 9th at 9:30.
I also have court tomorrow for eviction court here in Pima County. Will there be any way for me to do that court somehow?
Well, if you are released, yes, you can obviously attend the hearing. If not, then
I was going to do it online. I just don't want to lose my place during this time.
Understood.
And I have 2 second interviews next week.
Jail staff will, the defendant have an opportunity to either use a phone or to contact family.
Yes.
To the jail staff, can you hear me?
There's nobody in here.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll talk to the unit officers.
Said I'll talk to the officers.
Thank you. All right, ma'am. So you will have an opportunity to resolve the matters. You'll be given instructions on how to post bond and or reach out to family or personnel outside the jail staff. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Do I take anything?
Look at the price.
Stay with me.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Morning, Your Honor. Stacy Silversmith, 10872.
All right, Mr. Silvers. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning on a charge of domestic violence, aggravated assault, allegedly occurring on 11 June. You also have a separate city court matter involving a charge of disorderly conduct. Just a reminder, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. On the felony matter, on both matters, you have a right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you on the felony, and the City Public Defender's Office will be representing you on the misdemeanor. The attorney seated to your left is going to be representing you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please talk to her before saying anything out loud. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. On the felony matter, I did review the interim complaint, the pretrial services report, and the state's recommendation. Mr. Silversmith does not have any other matters pending that I haven't already gone over. He was rated a 4 and a 6 on the NCAA and FTA scales. It does appear he has an active order of protection involving the alleged victim, who was reached for comment. And they stated that they do not wish to have further contact and do object to Mr. Silversmith being released. They also did verify his housing and employment. As far
Your
as
Honor.
felony conviction,
Your Honor.
12.
Just a second, Your Honor, I'm gonna put you on mute.
Go right ahead.
He's talking down there. I'm late.
All right, I'm gonna wake up on next time. I'm just gonna show you.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Liz Cremona, Zemrick Court Interpreter.
Thank you. I'll be addressing the gallery now.
Yes, and that
This is
this
the-
part will be in consecutive mode, Your Honor, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready.
This is the 11 a.m. calendar on June 28, 2026.
Esta es la comparecencia inicial de las 11 de la mañana para el 28 de junio del 2026.
Orders were given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints.
Para las órdenes que se dieron el 1 de este mes en cuestión a la toma de huellas dactilares y las pruebas de ADN.
Those orders remain in effect today.
Esas órdenes continúan vigentes el día de hoy.
What that means for you in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints.
Lo que esto significa para ustedes el día de hoy es que no cada uno de ustedes tiene que dar unas pruebas de ADN o huellas dactilares.
If you have to do that, those orders will be on your paperwork.
Si es que lo tienen que hacer, esas órdenes se encontrarán en su documentación.
My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here.
Mi nombre es el comisionado Beck y aquí le estoy informándole sobre las cosas que tienen que hacer. Primero que nada, por qué se encuentran aquí.
Number two, if you might be released. And number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney.
Lo segundo es en caso de si van a ser puestos en libertad y lo tercero es si es que se les va a asignar un licenciado.
The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case.
La mayoría de ustedes se les asignará un licenciado de oficio, lo cual me llega a mi siguiente reglamento número 1. Por favor, no hablen sobre los hechos de la causa.
Anything you say or do can be used against you. So please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney.
Cualquier cosa que usted diga o haga se usará en su contra. Por favor, no hable sobre los hechos de su causa, al menos que sea con su licenciado.
Second, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your attorney, so I can't answer legal questions for you.
Lo segundo es que estoy seguro que van a tener muchas preguntas. Desafortunadamente, yo no soy su licenciado, entonces no le puedo responder cualquier duda legal que tenga.
Finally, you're going to hear about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You do not have to memorize all of that.
Finalmente escucharán sobre muchas diferentes fechas y las diferentes tipos de medidas cautelares. No se tiene que memorizar todo eso.
All that information is on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it.
Toda esa información se encontrará en su documentación. Es importante guardar su documentación y no extraviar su documentación. Guárdela.
If you miss a court date or you don't follow a written court order, you could end up back in custody.
Si se le pasa una audiencia o no sigue alguna de las órdenes judiciales, puede terminar detenido.
When it comes to your release conditions, when I see you in court, I'm only going to tell you about some of them, not every single one of them.
En cuestión de sus medidas cautelares, cuando los ve aquí ante mí en la sala del tribunal, solamente le voy a decir sobre un par de ellas, no les voy a decir cada una.
For a complete list of all your release conditions, please refer to your paperwork.
Una lista completa de sus medidas cautelares, por favor, hágase referencia a su documentación.
This is how the morning is going to work. I'm going to call two names. The first name I call will stand in front of me at the podium.
Lo que va a funcionar es, como va a funcionar esta mañana, es que voy a decir dos nombres. El primer nombre que llame va a pasar a la tri.
The second name I call will sit on the chair next to the door, and then we'll keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished.
El segundo nombre que yo mencione va a estar sentado en la silla que se encuentra fuera de esa puerta y así va a ser todo el ciclo hasta que se termine toda la agenda.
To the interpreter, I'm going to read the victim's rights advisement. You do not need to interpret this. I'm now going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you're the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you're advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Could I please get Norberto Antunes to the podium, Jessica Rondon to the chair?
Norberto Antunes pasa al podio y Jessica Rondón, por favor, siéntese en la silla.
Sir, please take your arms out of your sleeves. Please move the mouthpiece in front of your mouth. Could I please have your full name and date of birth?
6668.
And your name?
Norberto Antunes Moreno.
Norberto Antunes Moreno.
You are here today on a failure to appear warrant and a Superior Court new case. Let me talk to you about your failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court dates are July 6th and July 8th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your original judge. It's a $500 secured appearance bond. You're also here on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 3 counts of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. At this time, I'm not finding probable cause as to 2 counts of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony. I am finding probable cause as to 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, and the possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm assigning you an attorney, and your next court dates are also July 6th and July 8th in the downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you were out on release on your other offense, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. So please don't try to pay that $500 secured appearance bond, because you will not be released at this time. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No.
Please go to your left for your paperwork. Jessica Rondon to the podium, Hector Corrales to the chair. Can you please have your full name and date of birth?
Your Honor, the phone line disconnected. One moment. Let me call back.
Okay, thank you.
Sí, ya.
Can I please have your full name and date of birth?
Jessica Alexandra Cárdenas Rondón, nacida el 20 de marzo de 1986.
Jessica Alexandra Cárdenas Rondón. I was born on March 20th, 1986.
Thank you. You're here on a new case in the Justice Court. You've been arrested for DUI, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is July 14 at the Arrowhead Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today, but there are some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you cannot drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 in that vehicle. Do you understand all these conditions?
The interpreter couldn't hear her.
Do you understand?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Lo prometo. Prometo
I
que
promise.
cumpliré todo lo que me diga.
I promise that I will comply with everything that I'm told to do.
Do you promise to appear on July 14 at the Arrowhead Justice Court?
Sí, señor, lo prometo.
Yes,
Que
sir,
me
I promise.
presentaré el 14 de julio.
I will appear on July 14.
Do you understand that if you fail to appear, a warrant will be issued for your arrest?
Me presentaré en ese día.
I will show up on that day.
Do you have any weapons in your home that need to be relinquished?
No.
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 Upon your promise to appear, I will be releasing you on your own recognizance. Do you have any questions for me?
No, señor.
No, sir.
Todo está claro.
Everything is clear.
Thank you. Please go to your left for your paperwork.
Gracias a usted.
Thank you.
With the interpreter, could you please make a final announcement to the gallery to see if anyone else needs your help?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más en la sala necesita los servicios de interpretación judicial en español?
We see no hands. Thank you for your help this morning.
You're very welcome, Your Honor. The interpreter will be disconnecting. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Hector Corrales to the podium, Gabriel Ochoa to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Victor Corrales, 21185.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for murder in the first degree, Class 1 felony, kidnapping, Class 2 felony. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 6th and July 8th in the downtown Superior Court. At this time, I'm setting a cash bond of $500,000. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on supervised release with an electronic ankle monitor. Furthermore, if you bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, no contact with any co-defendant, no contact with any next of kin of the victim. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You must surrender any and all passports by your next court date. And I believe you're currently on parole. If you're able to bond out, you must contact your parole officer within 24 hours. Sorry, I also need to let you know that you currently have a DOC hold. So even if you try to pay that bond, you may not be released because of that DOC hold. Do you have any questions for me? Please step to your left for your paperwork. Gabriel Ochoa to the podium. Nicole Reif to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Gabriel Ochoa, May 4, 1999.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for resisting arrest, Class 6 felony, and DUI, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 6th and July 8th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on supervised release with alcohol testing and monitoring on a weekly basis. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And you cannot drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 in that vehicle. Do you have any questions for me?
Is there a release today then?
You have a $1,000 secured appearance bond. So you can use a bond company if you want to try to get released. Do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. I want to please step to your left for your paper. Nicole Reif to the podium. Grady Durheim to the chair. Name and date of birth, please.
Nicole Rice, 3/21/94.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for possession of narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 6th and 8th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a placeholder bond of $50. You also have a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date on this is July 6th in the downtown Superior Court. Finding probable cause as to a new term 1 violation. Setting a secured appearance bond of $250. So you have a total $300 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Grady Durheim to the podium. Donald Palmer to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Grady Durham, 10/13/1988.
Thank you. You're here today on 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date on both of these is July 6th in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's $150 secured appearance bond on each one, so total $300 secured appearance. If you're able to bond out on both matters, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days.
Good.
Any questions for me?
Nope.
All right, thank you. Go ahead and step to your left. Donald Palmer to the podium. Dennis Lucero to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Donald Palmer, 4/29/2001.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, assault, Class 2 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is July 6th. That's at the El Mirage City Court. setting a secured appearance bond of $500. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You cannot reside at the same location as any alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You must obey any orders of protection that are put out against you. And you may have no contact with the victim whatsoever, including electronically or through third parties, even if they contact you first. You're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to felony charges. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I wanted to say, I wasn't able to, do a bond. I just moved here with my family from school, and I'm not able to do a bond right now. This is a friend I was hanging out with tonight, and we had just split. So I don't really understand the situation. With what I'm gonna do with that. That's it.
All right, sir. So I'm going to affirm the release conditions I just told you about, those, sir. So you're going to have that $500 secured appearance bond. You can use a bond company. It's not a straight cash bond. And then you have all those other release conditions if you're able to bond out. All right, sir?
All right.
All right. You want to please step to your left for paperwork.
All right.
Dennis Lucero to the podium. Prath Bruton to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Dennis Lucero, 4987.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 13 and 16 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You're not to return to the scene of your arrest. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Promise to follow all these conditions?
I do.
Promise to appear on July 13 and 16 in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You have to call pretrial services tomorrow or Tuesday during normal business hours. If you fail to call pretrial services, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. I do have one question.
Go ahead.
So I did see misdemeanor court this morning it's kind of the same case, but they charged me with the DWI.
Yeah, that's separate.
How do I see the pretrial? Because I got a bond out there.
So if you can't, if you bond out,
okay,
you have 2 days to contact pretrial.
Okay, cool.
All right, sir.
All right.
All right. Well, please step to your left for your paperwork. Prath Bruton to the podium. Douglas Koenig to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Prath Bruton, 10/21/90.
Thank you. Apologize for mispronouncing your first name.
That's okay.
You're here today on a Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. Prevention of use of a telephone during an emergency, Class 2 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for these type of charges, you don't get a free attorney, but you can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, your next court date's July 14th at the Santan Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's going to be a fair number of conditions to your release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You cannot live at the same location as any alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You must obey any orders of protection that are put out against you, and you may have no contact with the victim whatsoever, including electronically or through third parties, even if they contact you first. You're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to felony charges. Do you understand these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to follow these conditions?
Yes, sir. Can I ask one question?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, no worries.
Yes, sir.
Do you promise to appear on July 14 at the Santan Justice Court?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No, sir.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You had a question for me?
My vehicle is located at the residence.
Gotcha.
How do I?
Yeah. So were you living there?
I live there. Yes. All my clothes for work and.
So you're gonna, yeah. So here's the thing. You're not allowed to live there temporarily, at least until this case is done.
Okay.
What you get it, do you know what a civil standby is?
No, sir.
All right. What city did this occur in?
Queen Creek.
Queen Creek. All right. You have to call Queen Creek PD. I have to make an appointment with them. You get to go back one time back to your place to go get some stuff to move out and then to get your keys to your car. But Queen Creek PD needs to be standing by while you're doing that. So that's why it's called a civil standby. But you only get to do that one time. Yeah, you got to make that appointment with them too while they're standing by. Okay. All right. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. If you want to please step to your left for your paperwork. Douglas Koenig to the podium. Kenyatta Booker to the chair. Name and date of birth, please. Name and date of birth, please.
January 9th, 1958.
Your name, please.
Pardon me?
Your name.
Is Douglas Koenig, Koenig.
Thank you. I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. Sir, do you have trouble hearing me?
Pardon me?
Can you hear me?
I have difficulty here. I'm 68.
Hello? Wow, mic is fine. All right, thank you. All right, sir, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, I apologize for mispronouncing your last name. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and assault, Class 3 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 13 and 16 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're not to return. You're going to be on supervised release. You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Promise to appear on July 13 and 16 in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for you?
Yes.
And do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No.
All right. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. Sir, you got to call pretrial services tomorrow or Tuesday during normal business hours. If you don't call pretrial services, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions for me?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork. Kenyatta Booker to the podium. Elizabeth Perez Prieto to the chair. Name and date of birth.
Kenyatta Booker, March 22nd, 2005.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for theft of means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are July 13 and 16 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release.
That's okay.
You're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Promise to appear on July 13 and 16 in the downtown Superior Court?
Absolutely.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No, sir.
Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services.
I thank you, sir.
You got to call, 1 second. You got to call pretrial services tomorrow or on Tuesday during normal business hours. If you fail to call pretrial services, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, go ahead and step to your left for paperwork.
Okay.
Elizabeth Perez Prieto to the podium. Andres Montalvo to the chair. Elizabeth? All right. Andres Montalvo to the podium. Name and date of birth, please.
Andres Montalvo, March 21st, 2003.
Thank you. You're here today on the Justice Court new case. You've been arrested for racing or exhibition of speed, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for this type of charge, you don't get a free attorney. You can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
Your next court date's July 16 at the Country Meadows Justice Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you today. There's some conditions to your release.
Yes.
You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, understand.
Promise to follow all these conditions?
I promise.
Promise to appear on July 16 at the Country Meadows Justice Court.
Promise I'll be there.
You understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for you?
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Do you have any weapons you need to give up?
No, I have no weapons.
Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Any questions for me?
It's gonna be on the paperwork, right, for that court? That
Yep,
date? Okay.
address and all that stuff. will be
Okay,
on
then no questions.
there. All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Elizabeth Perez Prieto to the podium. Name and date of birth.
Elizabeth Perez Prieto.
Date of
And
birth.
date of birth 11/27/1988.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court warrant. I'm not assigning you an attorney because for this type of charge, you don't get a free attorney. You can hire your own attorney if you want one. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Upon your promise, your next court date's July 14 at the Buckeye City Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'm going to release you one last time, but there's some conditions to your release. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes, sir.
Promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Promise to appear on July 14 at the Buckeye City Court?
Yes.
Do you understand if you don't show up again, they'll issue another warrant for your arrest?
Yes.
You also understand this is the last time you're going to get released. If you're back here again on this, you're going to get a bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. Please go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork.
Thank you.
Could we please clear the courtroom? Could I get your name and date of birth, please?
Logan Crespo, 11/13/08.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court probation violation warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is July 2nd. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your probation violation judge. It's a $350 secured appearance bond. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Also, the court has considered the factors contained in the Juvenile Justice Reform Act. I've decided at this time that the defendant is to be placed into the physical custody of an MCSO jail until released. So you're going to remain in adult custody since you were on adult probation at the time of your offense. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. Go ahead and please step to your left for your paperwork. I have to visit one individual back at their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. Leandra Torres, date of birth 5/17/83, here on a Superior Court new case and a probation violation warrant. As to their new case, arrested for resisting arrest, Class 6 felony, threatening, intimidating, Class 1 misdemeanor. And not finding probable cause as to the resisting arrest, Class 6 felony. I am finding probable cause as to the threatening and intimidating. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates July 6 and 8 in the downtown Superior Court, setting a placeholder bond of $50. This is also here on a probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates July 6 in the downtown Superior Court. At the request of her probation violation judge, she'll be held non-bondable due to the violation of her probation. After visiting with her back at herself and to make any changes to these release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. This concludes the 11 a.m. calendar.